Shannon Sharpe played in the NFL in the late 80s to the beginning of the 2000s. And those of us who remember Shannon Sharpe understand that he was one of the greatest NFL tight ends that we ever saw.
Is that right?
Fast,
I never watched him. That's before my time.
Really didn't know his personality until he came out on the podcast. And by the time Shannon Sharpe hit these
niggas always expose themselves, man.
internet streets, and I'm talking about on YouTube, he was well into his early 50s. And
this nigga has 20 top teeth.
Internet streets,
yeah.
I'm talking about on YouTube, he was well into his early 50s, and by the time he got on to the Nightcap show with Ocho Cinco, we got to see a part of his personality, and to be honest, he wasn't trying to hide it.
And somebody, I read a comment, I don't know why these older men want to date these young girls that could be old enough, that could be young enough to be their daughters, and don't find that creepy. I respond to say, I don't know why these women be in everybody's business and don't find that creepy.
No, that nigga stupid, man. What?
If Stella can get her groove back, Shay gonna get his groove back.
Now, Shannon Sharpe
this
had
nigga,
no problem letting the world know that he was interested into younger women. No doubt about it. All right. So we already knew that young women was a part of Shannon Sharpe's playbook. But one thing that I noticed during the Cheyenne Bryant interview was
Cheyenne Bryant, who that?
Has a type.
I mean, I was just not going to tolerate
Cheyenne Bryant.
So if that meant that I had to strong arm or use muscle, whether it be verbally or physical, then I was going to make sure that they understood that this is a tree you don't bark up. And
looking like this, because normally when we came up, women like that had this complexion like this. And
what do we do?
They were like, oh, I'm not going to even entertain this.
So in this clip, Cheyenne Bryant was talking about when she was young, she got kicked out of LA Unified School District. This forced her to go to the Long Beach Unified School District. And so what ended up happening while she was at the Long Beach Unified School District was that there were certain people that was trying to fight her because she was beautiful and she was light skinned. She was telling Shannon Sharpe that she was willing to fight and get violent if she needed to. And he was like, looking like that? Because women that look like you would just not really get into it. What he was pretty much trying to say is, look, girl, you fine. I mean, light-skinned, you thick, you beautiful. Like, you are actually my type, right? And the reality
she around his age,
is that Shannon Sharpe is, like, he just got sued and lost this ridiculous
So this is recent, huh?
Gabriella Zuniga on the same podcast.
Oh my God, bro, this nigga, man.
She lost a lot of brand deals, right? So even though that was not really so bad, we got to be honest. That is kind of cutting it close, right? And when we think about all of the situations that Shannon Sharpe lost, you would think that he would know better by now.
Shannon Sharpe is the latest example of what happens when discipline gets drowned out by desire. This man had everything, platform, power, people respected him. I guess that wasn't enough though, because when a man doesn't master himself, he'll risk everything for the attention of a woman.
Man, you can't be thinking with your dick, bro. You know what I'm saying? That will get you in some shit, bro.
He wasn't out here looking for love. He didn't want connection. He just wanted attention and access. I'm not saying he's guilty, but let's be honest. How many times have we seen this same story? He said it was consensual. She said it wasn't. But either way, millions are gone. His name is tainted. ESPN said he had to go. Some of y'all don't understand. When you reach a certain level, your downfall isn't going to come from your competitors. It'll come from your inability to control your own appetite.
I mean, in this lady,
she ain't lying. She ain't lying, boy.
You gave.
Hey, man. It's certain shorties, bro. You can't entertain, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things you can't do, bro. I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Gave everything up to a 20-year-old, Gabriella Zuniga, for just trying to cheat clap it up with somebody who really doesn't care about you at all. Right? That's pretty much what you're doing. You pretty much gave up everything for a 304. And again, you got fired from ESPN. You lost a lot of credibility. Your reputation sunk to a whole level. You lost, again, millions of dollars, upwards of $20 million. But it's okay, right? Because Shannon Sharpe,
nigga.
he would have learned his lesson, right? Well,
right? I think about going to the Dominican and treat myself. What kind of car they got over there?
They drive mopeds.
Oh,
Nigga said
What
a
they got? They
moped.
got something with like long hair and light skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This freaky ass old nigga, man. This nigga,
That's the
man.
DR. Like you talk about Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What they do out there?
Let them know. Enlighten them. Enlighten them, good brother Shannon.
When I travel for
But guys, it gets worse.
soccer reasons only. So if it ain't got nothing to do with soccer,
I'm going something.
This nigga, man.
So let me just preface this, guys. Chad Ochocinco, he was trying to give Unc, a place to land that plane. He was like, "Look, man, I like soccer. I go for the culture." And again, Dominican Republic, I've never been, but from what I understand and what I've heard about it, it's a great place. Great culture, fun.
Nigga said he go out there and treat himself.
Things. But here you go with Shannon Sharpe talking
No.
about give me some light skin with long hair or light skin and thick and all of this. And again, we understand that is what you like. We also know that you like white women. But the problem is, Shannon Sharpe, is that you are a guy that's lost so much money to BS at your older age. You've lost ESPN. Now, we can say that ESPN might not have been paying him a lot of money. Here,
Man, at a certain point, bro, this nigga probably don't care about all that no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it probably hurt, but it ain't. He already set. He good. He still got the club Shay and shit. That nigga still good. He still got his millions from the league or whatever. So
is the situation.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't tripping
was
off all that.
Huge feeder.
He still out here trying to crack them buns.
To the rest of Shannon Sharpe's podcast. So being on ESPN, even if it may not pay you a lot of money, it helps with your recognizability. This is why YouTubers like going on to Fox. This is why YouTubers like going on to CNN. This is why YouTubers like going on to bigger platforms, especially if they're like, syndicated platforms. Not because you get paid a lot of money, but because by being associated with these platforms, it gives you the opportunity to blow up even more. And so working with ESPN, even if it's part-time or full-time, it enhances everything else you do. And not only does it enhance you with ESPN, it tells the rest of the brand ecosystem that you are safe. In other words, brand managers for anything, consumer goods. Let's say, for example, Shannon Sharpe, I know he has his own Hennessy or some kind of cognac, but let's say sporting goods, consumer goods, food, beverages, things like that. If Disney will work with you, if you're hired by Disney, and Disney, guys, is a gold standard company, it signifies that he is safe for me to work with him. So here we go with Boost Mobile, okay? Here we go with other opportunities. So now,
Boost Mobile, and still, who the hell walking around with a Boost Mobile?
not only do you destroy
Yeah.
credibility with ESPN, aka Disney, and then nobody else will touch you. Here you are talking about cheek clapping and socking the cheeks up in the Dominican Republic. Let's add on to the fact that we've had some black American men, who have been allegedly having some issues, or who have had issues in Brazil, the whole passport broke.
Bro, if you gotta go overseas to get a girl, bro, you're the problem, bro. You know what I'm saying, though? That's not gonna solve your problems. All these American women just ain't shit. I mean, to a point that could be true, but to a point, it's also you as the problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna go over there. It's a fantasy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go over there and just get what you want, bro. Just because you see people on the internet, they posting this and they posting that, don't mean that's gonna be you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Whole thing. And now what we're talking about here is, even if it's not implied, it's sex tourism. And we know that because of, number one, what we saw occurring between you and the OnlyFans model, which seemed to be a pay-for-play situation, okay? So we can infer or assume that even if you are joking, if you take your ass out to the Dominican Republic, you are going to be paying for the cheeks, all right? And now it makes everybody believe
got an arch
that
out there?
anybody who would think of, well, you know what, let me go ahead on and sponsor Shannon Sharpe in the future, and largely because, this has died down. Well, then we see this clip and we say, okay, this man doesn't respect women. It's obvious. Here we go with the same situation. He doesn't respect women. He doesn't respect women. He has an affinity for younger women. And then also, as a black man, he's a sexual deviant. And so we can't be associated with a person like that because he has no self-control. We understand that these things happen in the DR or in the Brazil or in OnlyFans, but he should be professional enough not to mention it on his own show. So if he is going to continue in that way, then we cannot sponsor or work with his brand anymore. And so what happens is, not only do you take opportunities for yourself, right, from yourself, the opportunity cost is that you are hurting Chad Ochocinco, aka Chad Johnson. You are taking opportunities away from him. Because again, you can't stop thirsting it up. You just lost millions of dollars
that's true.
doing this. I mean, you've talked about Meg Thee Stallion in a sexual way. You've talked about OnlyFans models in a sexual way. And then still, you have no ability to get back to Fox because you quit that. Skip Bayless. I mean, it'll be a great show if you did go back. You have no ability to go back to ESPN, at least for not now. And then so there's nobody that's willing to vindicate you.
Bro, didn't he have to pay that girl like $50 million, bro? God damn. Bro, I'd be heartbroken after $50 million gone, because that bitch don't deserve it. Bro, why is that even capable of getting that high, bro? That's insane.
Touch you because you're too hot. So then what can you do?
You just retired her. Bro, you know what $5 million is at let's just say 3% a year, bro. Or $50 million. Dollars at 3% interest a year. That's $1.5 million a year, bro. Now she probably gonna have to pay taxes on that, where she'll walk away with $30 million. Bro, that's $1 million, $1.5 million a year just invested in a bond, bro, that's paying you only 3%. You could get more than that these days. You could probably lock in a 30-year, 50-year, or 30-year bond at 4 or 5%. Every bit of 3.5 to 4.5. You know what I'm saying? You could lock that in for 30 years. Put that bitch in a bond, nigga. And that shit paying you $1.5 million a year just to sit there. You just retired her and her entire family for life, for generation after generation. All they got to do is keep repeating the process, keep reinvesting it. You know what I'm saying? They pay the taxes and they set. OnlyFans, bitch, man. I can never go out like that, bro. Fuck no, I refuse. I won't let my temptations get the best of me.
To get the brands back. And obviously, that's how the big money is made.
It
Same
is fruity
thing
ass
about
nigga, man.
Will Smith. These guys who come on the YouTube platform, guys, they're not like us. Those people, those of us like Tariq, Corey Holcomb, Boyce Watkins. We are kind of like grassroots level kind of guys. You know, we don't get big brand support or brand deals for our kind of content, but the community does support us. Shannon Sharpe when he comes on to YouTube. Cam Newton when he comes on to YouTube. Cameron when they come on to YouTube.
That's because they've built something outside of this, you know what I'm saying? So they're viral, they're actually famous and mainstream, you know what I'm saying?
They're coming in with those
and they're on other platforms outside of this, you know?
So their offline presence is already strong.
Yeah, offline.
They're coming in with numbers of brand managers. In fact, their personal manager knows these people. They're not looking through emails like we're looking through emails and looking for opportunities. That doesn't happen with them. They already have this advantage. So a lot of their podcasts on the front end, it's already paid for, right? Like for the average person, such as myself or anybody that start a podcast, you're investing a lot up front, okay? And then you're trying to build an audience for that
It's actually low investment.
podcast. These guys already have somebody who schedules the guests. They have
what's the equipment and stuff is paid for. Like you don't really have ongoing expenses unless you're renting out a studio like this or something.
A podcast.
Like me, I bought my computer, I bought my $50 microphone, nigga, and been thugging ever since, nigga. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We been profitable over here.
Studio or a house or a room, they have converted to that. They already have all the equipment, the sound, everything that they need. That platform is continuously built. It is built, and when they bring on people, Steve Harvey, you get somebody like I don't know if you ever had Kevin Hart on the show, but I think he had Cedric the Entertainer, obviously Cat Williams. So it solidifies you as a person that is serious, right? So once you get these people on in the industry, brand managers start to say, well, hey, I want my product in that particular podcast because look at the association. I want, as a brand manager, even if it's just for clout, to be associated with those brands. And then what happens is you also can shop around what you have on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Then you come to that same person and say, look, how about you write a check for 2 for 1? You sponsor with Club Shay Shay, then turn around and come back on the other side. Why don't you come here on Nightcap, right? You can get the pre-recorded and the live show. And most brand managers will say, look, hey, yeah, we'll rock with that because you got everything we're looking for. The problem is this, okay? This is not a good look. I mean, even if you're joking like that, you can't be Shannon Sharpe, Hall of Famer. Just got fired from ESPN, lost your job not within a year ago, and you're saying stuff like this. You are absolutely showing to the whole entire world that you're not serious, you don't take your career serious, and why nobody should touch you, and then you'll turn around right back and talk about the industry hating on you.
It may be more important to the people than it is to him. Like, we probably making it a bigger deal than what he making it is of himself, which clearly that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, he been retired for what, 20 years, 25 years, something like that. The nigga got money, bro. He not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly he not worried about it.
One, in America, being a black man, that's wealthy.
So I don't give a fuck, nigga. Women,
it's gonna be looked
he
down
wanna
upon.
keep paying. Keep giving these white bitches $50 million. Go right ahead, nigga. He must got it to give.
Preference. Number 2, colorism. Having a preference for light skin or white women when your show is largely targeted toward the black community, especially Club Shay Shay, and even Nightcap, which is probably a little bit more wider as a sports show, it's not going to be taken in the right way. People are not going to appreciate that particular language. And that's something as a man, like, where is the guy at? Like, he don't have a producer? Like, yo, man, hold on. Like, can you not say that? Yo, we cannot talk about clapping cheeks on the show. Like, can we not say that? We need to make sure that we eliminate that from our sports show, so that we can get brands to like us again, because we want brand money. These guys never think. All they want to do is clap cheeks. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy.
Man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K. Okay, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. CYP9.